All right, hello, and it looks like I am live, so happy Monday. And here in the US, it is Memorial Day, and this is also Meditation Monday, so I felt really called to combine both things. So Memorial Day in the US is about it was originally called Decoration Day, and it's a day to of remembrance for those who have died in service in the United States of America. And it also, now these days, they passed a resolution on December 2000 to set a time at 3:00 local for all Americans to observe that moment of remembrance and respect. And take a pause and take a moment. So, and when we look at it, so it's honoring people that have specific people, but people that have really fought for freedom, for liberation, for and so, like, what is that? What is freedom and liberation? It allows us to have certain things in our lives, to live our lives in a way that feels that we choose to, that we want to. Of course, that respects other people as well. But I've been actually getting ready for some sound codes training coming up, and one of the sound codes in that training is called liberation. So we're going to do a short meditation, a remembrance of those who have served. Even if you are in another country, you can still honor people in your country as well, or anyone that you want to honor for this. And we're going to do a brief meditation, so with some sound codes. So take a comfortable seat, or you can lie down, or whatever. If you're doing something, let's take that moment and pause, right? So that sometimes we get very busy in our lives, including myself, and we don't always think of that moment to pause. But a conscious moment is so powerful. Just one conscious moment, or one conscious pause. So before we begin, I'm just going to invite you all to, whoever listens, whether you listen or watching live now or later on, and let's just take a moment. So close your eyes and take a nice breath in, and as you exhale, just allow yourself to settle, and just take a moment of remembrance. If you are in the USA, you can take a moment of remembrance and respect, or if you're even in other countries, so just for your country. So we're going to just take a moment to pause. Good. And now, with your eyes closed, I invite you to just breathe in and out as if you were breathing in and out from the heart. So just let your awareness, your energy, your intention drop down into your heart. And in your heart, maybe even feel or sense or imagine this beautiful pink light of compassion in your heart. Feel the compassion for yourself and perhaps for others as well. And just breathe. As you breathe in and out, imagine you are breathing in compassion, receiving compassion, and as you're exhaling out compassion. Breathing in freedom, and exhaling out, allowing others to have freedom as well. Sending the energy of freedom out into the world. Inhaling gratitude for yourself, and exhaling gratitude out for people in your life that you know or don't know that make your life better in some way. Make the lives of others better in some way. Breathing in peace for yourself and breathing out peace. And then just take a couple of moments and I invite you to breathe in. What do you want to breathe in? Let's breathe love. Breathe in love for yourself and love for others. So your next couple of breaths, pick one of those or pick some other ones. And as you inhale, imagine yourself breathing in and receiving in. And breathing out, exhaling, back it out, offering it out to the world around you, because that is the world that you live in, that you are a part of. So the liberation code is a code to free us from anything that binds us or keeps us from true freedom. So we're going to start. I'm going to start with state of love code first. Love is the highest universal energy. And just feel or sense or that, imagine that love coming into you, breathing it in and then exhaling it out, feeling yourself receive and then release like a love bath. In. And now the liberation code. And so you might feel, sense, or imagine liberation or what that might feel like, or you might feel or sense enough that none of that. Either way is fine. Just receiving that in and out with your breath, feeling yourself settle a little bit more. So sound codes have the ability to be received by your physical body, your mental body, your emotional body, your spiritual body, your energy body. So they're all connected in some way and they are received. That frequency and that vibration comes through to you and received in the perfect way for you. I'm going to bring in a couple. One is this trauma and it's okay, little one. So trauma, to clear and release trauma, because whether or not you have been in an actual war, we have all had trauma in our lives in some way in different levels. And so Vaya ho aho, vaya ho aho, vaya ho aho. And I'm being guided right now to actually embrace your trauma, any trauma that you have experienced. It is a part of your life. It is not who you are. It is not you, but it is part of your life in your experience. And where this day is especially is about honoring, it's about honoring all of your experience as well. And once we honor, see, if we try to push away some part of ourself, right? That's our shadow, the darkness we try to either ignore, push away, block in some way. I see it like this: when you push something away, your hand, you actually become more attached. So I invite you to bring in and to not relive it, but just allow it to be what it is. And I'm going to sing some codes for transformation of that as well. Ayali, 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 oh, 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 Ayali, ayali, ayali. Oh, oh. And let's just bring in more love. Love transmutes all, right? Love helps to transmute and hold the energy of everything. Hi-yo, hi-yo, hi-yo. And then finally, conclusion codes, which allows these codes, it invites these codes to continue to keep working in your system for as long as is good for you, for optimal for you. Ai-om, 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 ai-om. Hawen, 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 hawen. Which that part, last part is essentially, and so it is. So it helps to anchor in that energy and that healing, whatever that was for you in this moment. So if you came back and listened to this every single day, every day you would have a different experience. And that is your energy and the sound codes interacting with each other perfectly in the perfect way for you. So I'd love to know what you feel, how you feel when you listen to the codes, your experience. Feel free to post. I don't see comments right now because just the way I'm coming through here. So I will check back. If you like the sound codes, if you're curious to know more, this Wednesday, which is June 1st at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, Lydia Erickson and I will be live. I put a link in the link below or above, wherever you're looking for our free event, Sacred Transmissions, Enlighten Up Sound Experience, sound healing experience to light up your being, spring cleaning for your being. And then also I put a link if you are a healer or you're interested in more healing tools for yourself and for your own self-healing, these codes can be used on people, yourself, animals, energy, situations. This Saturday, Lydia and I are doing an online training for universal sound codes. And some of the sound codes I sang today are part of that beautiful training, including liberation and state of love and conclusion. So I thank you so much. I'm so honored and grateful. And, I never would have thought I would be on live anywhere singing sound codes, because the first until 9 years ago, when I suddenly found out that was part of my life work, was to sing. So, all right. Sending you much love and have a beautiful, amazing day. And I'm so grateful for you listening.